Welcome and thank you for stopping by, spending a few minutes of your day, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host Galadon, and today back into more attacks with the level 9 Hog Riders. And okay, so I will admit that the Hog Rider is kind of that troop that I always avoided as I was playing Clash of Clans ever since the early days when it first came out. I just really didn't feel that comfortable. And I admit that the Hog Rider did take a little more skill in clan war attacks, especially back in the days when you saw tons of Hog Rider attacks at Town Halls 9 and 10. So, you know, when this new level of the Hog Rider came out, I decided I was going to give it a try. I was going to see how I could do with hogs, and been having some success, but not just with war bases. Surprisingly, the trophy base setups seem to be relatively vulnerable to Hog Riders. So this base was kind of the perfect storm because I got the Eagle down, I got the Clan Castle down, I got the Town Hall down, and the multi-target Inferno right here in the core. With single target Infernos left, things are looking pretty good for Hog Riders. And before you say they're broken, they're OP, they're breaking the game, like, okay, so maybe I might have used a thumbnail that says something like that recently, and that's fine, but okay, here's the thing. Remember that it's not so much just the troop, but it's the base that it's facing. There are always going to be certain attack compositions that are extremely strong against certain base designs. In this case, the Hog Riders are going to do a great job against single target Infernos, especially when the multi is taken out. And now notice what's basically happened here is this U-shaped funneling. I funneled out the core of the base so that the defenses are mostly towards the inside. They're not around that very outer edge. So there's a very clear U-shaped funnel for the Hog Riders to follow. Even easier in a base like this than miners would be, because miners would go out after those other buildings around the edges. The Hog Riders are only after defenses. I brought a few minions as well to help funnel them. Well, no, the cleanup minions, that's what I'm trying to say. The minions are actually for cleanup, and here we go. Single target Infernos against a bunch of Hog Riders. It's just not going to happen. Can't stop those hogs. So yeah, it is a lot of fun to use Hog Riders. I am having a blast, and yes, it's been different. It's weird to try all of these different strategies. Again, I have been practicing a lot of Queen Charge attacks, and it's one of those things. If you get proficient at the Queen Charge portion of recognizing a base, of keeping the Queen alive, then many other attacks, Hog Riders, Miners, Lava Loon, are going to be very effective. So let's go ahead and hop into trophy hunting. All right, so going after trophies with Hog Riders. Now, this is not normally something I would try, but I thought, you know, hey, I think there's a challenge right now for the season pass that says get an X number of stars using Hog Riders, so I decided I would risk it. Although it doesn't feel like that much of a risk. Again, if you keep the Queen alive and you know when to use your Hog Riders, pretty close to losing her right there, I will admit, but we survived, and she's got a multi-target Inferno down. In fact, once again, just like you saw in the last attack, the other two Infernos are on single, so it's a great setup for the Hog Riders. Unfortunately, we did still have the Eagle Artillery to get to, and we're going to use the Stone Slammer. Well, there it is. Okay, we're going to use the Stone Slammer to try to create an opening that the heroes could follow so they could get inside. Again, the idea that they would go after that Eagle Artillery at some point. Check out the Stone Slammer though, man, right here. Look at that opening all over the place. So now I'm kind of thinking, well, you know what? The Hog Riders, they should get into the core here, and I'm just going to spam a bunch of spells. So a heal spell goes down, the Warden's ability, a rage spell, there's another heal spell. Just kind of crossing my fingers right here, hoping that something good happens. The Hogs do indeed get the Eagle Artillery down. The Town Hall, of course, has already been weaponized because we passed 50%, and the Hogs are just going to have their way with the rest of this base. So, you know, it worked out pretty well. It feels like in the middle of these bases when I'm doing this, it just feels like I'm kind of just spraying and praying spells. I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff in there and hoping that it works out. But if you kind of keep an eye on where you're dropping your heal spells, when you're timing those Warden abilities, that is the big thing. Okay, that's the big number one I've noticed. With Miners, you don't have to worry about the Town Hall going down and the Warden ability. With Hog Riders, you absolutely do, because they will nearly be one-shotted, and definitely be one-shotted if the Warden isn't around. But in this case, this base stood absolutely no chance, and it was more than overpowering. That's like, I don't know, at least 15, okay, fine, at least 12. There's a lot of Hog Riders. Even with the giant bombs, we got it down, we got him out of here, and the Queen was at full health, so was the Warden, and we picked up 17 trophies, believe it or not. Galadon has decided to push some trophies again this season, even though the fix for the clouds is not in yet. All right, Toggy's trophy base, and once again, 2 single target Infernos and a multi. We've got Hogs trained up. We're going to do this. Not a question. We're going to come in from the bottom. The idea here, of course, being that the Archer Queen gets to the multi-target Inferno and hopefully gets to the Eagle Artillery as well. And we got to get, you know, I don't know. I got lucky there to get that wall open. I probably should go back to using wall wreckers. But with a Stone Slammer, you'll notice it got 2 layers of walls open and actually opened up like 3 different enclosures. Immediately the Archer Queen is out of the way, and as long as the healers don't switch off and follow the P.E.K.K.A. or the Ice Golem, we're doing okay. The Electro Dragon did a pretty good job funneling. On the left-hand side, you got the Barb King. We got the Queen in here. She is finally going to get where we want her to go. There goes the Tesla. She's going to get that down. That was the sweeper. Okay, there you go. So the multi-target Inferno is out of the way, and she is on her way after that Eagle Artillery. There it goes. So now, with twin singles left and no Eagle Artillery, no defending heroes, we pretty much know that it's just about all over for this base. As long as we don't suffer from multiple giant bombs or some weird tornado trap thing, you never know, right? Okay, here they come. Hog Riders, and okay, so that one test Hog Rider was a little bit too quick. The rest of them did hit that giant bomb anyway, and then balloons are pretty much the worst possible thing that you could hope for, hovering above your Hog Riders. We've got the Warden's ability. They get through the Town Hall, and they get caught in the tornado trap. The Warden's ability kind of keeps them alive, and somehow the balloons kind of wandered off to the right. The poison spell worked, and the Hog Riders avoided the splash and crash from the balloons. Lots and lots of hogs, clean up minions at the end, and once again, crushing it, mostly just because of the 2 remaining single target Infernos. So the biggest dangers for those Hog Riders, the Eagle, the multi-target Infernos, the Clan Castle, and the King and the Queen. Once you get those 5 out of the way, it's pretty much smooth sailing with a couple of well-placed heal spells. So, I don't know. It may be my new favorite attack. I am going to stick to mostly Queen Charge Minor just because I feel like that's a little bit stronger and a little bit easier of an attack, but I'm still pretty happy with my level 9 Hogs. Alright, a couple of things. I wanted to talk about recent comments on the video. Nolan says, am I the only one who thinks the new 3D hero skins look cool? No, I actually do too, but it's so funny. There is such a huge divergence of public opinion. Some people don't like them, some people don't know, like definitely a turtle, he doesn't know. And don't worry, yes, the Grand Warden is probably going 3D as well. It says that drawing looks like you're trying to look up her skirt and she's outraged by it. He's talking about the loading screen. I thought that was an amazing way to describe the look. And then Sandun says the worst loading screen ever in Clash of Clans history. I am tempted to agree with that opinion, but at the same time, I have to give you guys credit. A lot of people really like it. I mean, JCW, it's his favorite thing. I mean, I don't know, maybe they're looking at it from an artwork standpoint, and that's why I wanted to post the comment from Garrett here as well, to try to give fair and equal time to people who have different opinions. Now, Waterboy152 wants to know what the Archer Queen skin will be, and I said it's probably going to be a new Archer Queen skin next month. We don't know for sure, but hopefully it's not going to be the loading screen Archer Queen. That will be a skin that I absolutely pass on. I'm just warning you. And then this really sums it up. The whiners will always whine. Free loot is free loot. Talking about the battle passes, it's true. People are always going to complain no matter what you give them. And I have to agree with Bogdan. Let's just stop messing around and fix the clouds already. All right, you guys, thank you for watching all the way to the end of the episode. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for an exciting interview with Darian, early update and sneak peek information. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Get out there, be kind to other people, animals on the planet. And I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, wait! Your video's not 10 minutes.
Oh, you're a clever one, Galadon. Very tricky.